Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be discussing about the topics regulation of cardiac activity and disorders of circulatory system. These topics are from the chapter Body Fluids and Circulation from class 11 biology. Let's start with today's topics. Regulation of cardiac activity. Here, normal activities of the heart are auto-regulated by nodal tissue. Hence, the heart is called myogenic. Here, the nodal tissue is a specialized musculature present in the heart. The cells of this nodal tissue have the ability to produce electrical impulses spontaneously, and these electrical impulses can travel through the heart and cause it to contract. I repeat this once again. The cells of nodal tissue have the ability to spontaneously produce electrical impulses. And these electrical impulses can travel through the heart, causing it to contract. Okay? Now, moving to the next. A cardiovascular center in the medulla oblongata of brain can moderate the cardiac function through autonomous nervous system that acts largely unconsciously. Autonomic nervous system largely acts unconsciously. Okay? Here, the two components of autonomic nervous system are sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic neural signals can increase heartbeat rate and thereby can increase cardiac output. And parasympathetic neural signals can decrease heartbeat rate and thereby decrease cardiac output. Okay? So, this is how the cardiovascular center present in the medulla oblongata part of the brain can moderate the cardiac function through ANS, that is autonomic nervous system. Now, moving to the next. Adrenal medullary hormones called adrenaline and noradrenaline. These hormones can also increase the cardiac output by increased heartbeat rate. Yes, these hormones, adrenaline and noradrenaline, are secreted from adrenal medulla and they also involved in increasing the heartbeat rate and increasing the blood pressure during the emergency conditions. Okay? And also these hormones are increasing the cardiac output. So this is how nodal tissue present in the heart, cardiovascular center present in the medulla oblongata of brain, and adrenal medullary hormones are regulating the cardiac activity. Now, let's discuss about the disorders of circulatory system. Here, high blood pressure or hypertension. Blood pressure is nothing but the force exerted by blood on the walls of the blood vessel. Okay? Here, blood pressure higher than the normal blood pressure is called hypertension. The normal blood pressure is 120 by 80 mmHg. Here, 120 mmHg is the systolic pressure or the pumping pressure, and 80 mmHg is diastolic pressure or resting pressure. So, if the blood pressure is higher than 120 by 80, then it is called hypertension. Okay? if repeated checks of blood pressure of an individual is 140/90 or higher, then it shows hypertension. Okay? Hypertension leads to heart diseases and also affects vital organs in the body like brain and kidney. Okay? So this is about high blood pressure or hypertension. Now moving to the next, coronary artery disease, in short CAD. Here the coronary artery supplies oxygenated blood to heart muscle, and this disease, coronary artery disease, is often referred to as atherosclerosis. Okay? CAD affects the vessels that supply blood to the heart muscle. I repeat this once again, important. CAD, coronary artery disease, affects the vessels that supply blood to the heart muscle. It is caused by deposits of calcium, fat, cholesterol and fibrous tissues, which makes the lumen of the arteries narrower. So this is about coronary artery disease. Now moving to the next, angina pectoris, in short angina. A symptom of acute chest pain appears when no enough oxygen is reaching the heart muscle. I repeat this once again. A symptom of acute chest pain appears when no enough oxygen is reaching the heart muscle. Angina is found in men and women of any age, but it is more common among the middle-aged and elderly people. Okay? Angina pectoris occurs due to conditions that affect the blood flow. Okay? So this is about angina pectoris. Acute chest pain is seen in this disorder. Okay? Moving to the next, heart failure. The state of heart where it is not pumping blood effectively enough to meet the needs of the body, then it is called heart failure. I repeat this once again. The state of heart where it is not pumping blood effectively enough to meet the needs of the body, it is called heart failure. Okay? It is sometimes called congestive heart failure because one of the main symptoms of this disorder is congestion of lungs. Okay? And heart failure is not the same as cardiac arrest or heart attack. It is different. Okay, na? Cardiac arrest is nothing but heartbeat stops, and heart attack is nothing but heart muscle is suddenly damaged due to inadequate blood supply. Okay, so heart failure is not the same as cardiac arrest or heart attack. So this is about heart failure. Okay, heart is not pumping blood effectively enough to meet the needs of the body. Okay, so this is about disorders of circulatory system. So today I discussed about regulation of cardiac activity and disorders of circulatory system. This is all about today's session. If you are new to my channel, subscribe for more videos. If you liked it, share it with your friends. I'll be back with another video. Have a great day. Thank you.